His meeting with Kim Jong Un as the start of a process that would rid North Korea of its nuclear weapons. While experts on North Korea were largely underwhelmed immediately after the summit, most agreed that the very fact of their having met was potentially significant and could play out over the coming years. The two leaders signed a document that Trump described as pretty comprehensive, but he declined to describe it, saying the details would be revealed later. The document signing followed a series of meetings at a luxury Singapore resort.
Donald Trump and Kim Jong Un hailed their historic summit as a breakthrough in relations between Cold War foes, but the agreement they produced was short on details about the key issue of Pyongyang's nuclear weapons. The extraordinary encounter saw the leader of the world's most powerful democracy shake hands with the third-generation section of the ruling dynasty, standing as equals in front of their nation's flags. In a joint text document, Kim commits to complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. However, the document made no mention of U.S. demands for complete, verifiable and irreversible denuclearization. Addressing the media after the signing of the agreement, Trump called the meeting historic and said it was time to leave the past behind. He said implementation of the agreement will take place as soon as possible.
Chairman Kim and I just signed a joint statement in which he reaffirmed his unwavering commitment to complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. We also agreed to vigorous negotiations to implement the agreement as soon as possible. And he wants to do that. This isn't the past. This isn't another administration that never got it started and therefore never got it done. Chairman Kim has told me that North Korea is already destroying a major missile engine testing site.
U.S. President Donald Trump said he would be absolutely willing to invite North Korea's leader Kim Jong Un to the White House after this historic meeting in Singapore. But he was not hesitant on the position regarding sanctions.
The sanctions will come off when we are sure that the nukes are no longer a factor. Sanctions played a big role, but they'll come off at that point. I hope it's going to be soon, but they'll come off. They, as you know, and as I've said, the sanctions right now remain. But at a certain point, I actually look forward to taking them off, and they'll come off when we know we're down the road where it's not going to happen. Nothing's going to happen.
Trump said this event was turning into the new chapter.
There has been no missile launches. They've blown up their missile area. That's going to take place. That has not been written into the contract. We're going to give you the exact details on that. But they secured a halt of all missiles and of all nuclear tests. They secured the closure of their single primary nuclear test site, all three of them. They're in an area that's common.
Kim thanked Trump for making the meeting happen and adding that the world will see a major change. Though the issue of human rights was discussed, Trump said they did not dwell much into it as they discussed denuclearization.
We dream of a future where all Koreans can live together in harmony, where families are reunited and hopes are reborn, and where the light of peace chases away the darkness of war. This bright future is within, and this is what's happening. It is right there. It's within our reach. It's going to be there. It's going to happen. People thought this could never take place. It is now taking place.
At the conclusion of this unprecedented summit in Singapore, President Trump said he will meet again with North Korean leader Kim Jong Un and committed the U.S. to putting a stop to holding military exercises on the Korean peninsula. Lehana Tsotetsi, SABC News.